Good evening from the big match, and as part of our new coverage this season, we're showing up to 30 championship games. Our first one is between two sides who have recently come down from the Premier League. Luton Town playing host to Burnley, as we see Rob Edwards there, as we take a sneaky peek into one of the changing rooms here on the big match. It's going to be a feisty game. It's going to be feisty. We saw a good Charity Shield yesterday. Will we see something similar today? Let's join our commentator here at Kenilworth Road tonight. A very good evening and a very low for the season to Johnny Parry. Thank you very much and welcome to Kenilworth Road, where the teams are about being lined up, and that's the Luton side. A very good side, mainly unchanged. Watch out for Alfie Doty and Amari Bell. Carlton Morris and Adebayo can cause problems as well for the Burnley defence. As for the Clarets themselves, well, much changed. They're going 4-4-2 with Zian Fleming, a new signing from Millwall, alongside Lyle Foster in attack. Jordan Beers returned from an injury, and Manuel Benson and Mike Tretor get their first starts of the season. James Trafford takes over from Aaron Muric in goal. Muric, of course, left in the summer for Ipswich. Tremendous atmosphere, and it always is here on a day like this, an evening like this. It's 7:30 in the evening. Luton Town in those famous orange shirts. They used to play at home in white, incidentally. They changed the colours back a few years ago. Burnley in the change strip tonight in all black. Probably a side nod to the All Blacks rugby side, but they don't. Well, if they can play like the All Blacks tonight, then they shouldn't have a problem. Scott Parker's men. It's Scott Parker's debut as Burnley manager. Has won promotion a couple of times before in his Bournemouth and Fulham days. We'll see how he goes on tonight. We're all set then here at Kenilworth Road. New season of Championship football live on JB Sports is underway, and it's Chong on the ball for Luton Town in the orange shirts, dark shorts. Burnley in the old dark strip, going from left to right. Here's Clark for Luton, going from right to left. And that's drawn the first foul from debutant Lucas Perez, who straight away gets a yellow card, presumably for going through the back of him more than anything else. And a free kick already. A foul there on new captain Carlton Morris, who's obviously taken over the captaincy in place of the sadly injured Tom Lockyer. So the referee marks out his vanishing spray, if you like. And we'll get a free man. Burnley wall rather back the full 10 yards. Alfie Doty, a very good set piece specialist. Here he comes now, knocking it straight in, but it's an easy save for James Trafford. So a good early touch for him in the Burnley goal. Here's Cullen. Burnley ball. Mild night here in Bedfordshire tonight. 16 degrees centigrade. Not bad for this time in August, around about 7:30 at night. Bound to be on a Sunday night. It's not a bad way, although it's caused a little bit of trouble for the Burnley fans travelling down the M6 and the M1 from Lancashire today. Not a kick-off that's popular, but we won't have too many of those. Typically our matches under the EFL will be a Sunday 3 o'clock game, so this is just a warm-up because we covered the Community Shield, of course, won by Manchester United yesterday. Clark to Baptiste. Clark again. Good running by Clark, and that's a good run. Clark for Luton. Brilliant save by Trafford, and it needed to be because James Trafford then was closing in. Oh, certainly Clark was for Luton, and Trafford came up with the goods. Now Brownhill down the other end, and it's Manuel Benson, and Kavinsky makes another good save down the other end of the ground, and it will be a corner kick to Burnley, the first of the game. And it's going to be Brownhill to swing the corner in from the near side. 20 forward in all dark strip, and it's an easy one for Kavinsky to take down with no trouble at all. Short to Walters. Clark. Baptiste. Both teams, of course, relegated. The last time they met was at Turf Moor in January, where Luton got a point from a very generous VAR decision. If you've seen the documentary Mission to Burnley, you'll have seen behind the scenes, but spoiler alert, that Alan Pace that night complained to the Premier League straight after. The results stood though, and both teams were relegated. Here's Benson. Charged away. And here's Alfie Doherty. 20 minutes almost gone here at Kenilworth Road. Still no goals. Chong. Doherty. Good running by Doherty. Deflected away by Jordan Bayer, who prevents it from going behind for the corner. Josh Cullen. Now then, Mike Trezor, who's been frustrated about leaving, was one of Vincent Kompany's charges. Been a lot of media talk about Mike Trezor, but looks like he's staying put for the foreseeable future, considering the fire sale that Burnley have had during the summer. That's the third turnover of players in 3 seasons that Alan Pace and co have had to go. There's a free kick there going against Maxim Esteve. Carlton Morris involved once again. I don't think that's a yellow card. I think it's a 3 kick, but the referee a bit hasty with the yellow cards perhaps today. Or tonight even. I didn't think it was a yellow card. And I think most of the Burnley fans would agree with me on that one, but it's definitely a free kick to Luton. And Alfie Doherty is up behind it. And we know what he's capable of, and we've seen it in the Premier League last season. Adebayo leaves it. It's Alfie Doherty against the wall, deflects kindly for James Trafford, who takes it no problem at all. Halfway through this first half, in fact, we're past that halfway point of the first half. Still 0-0. Here's Foster, who scored in a corresponding section last season where Burnley won 2-1. Foster scored in the first half. Luton got level towards the end, and then Jakob Bum Larsen scored a stunning late winner to send the Burnley fans into raptures, and that was their first win at the start stage of the season. Adebayo shot well wide of goal. It's been a good opening almost half an hour or so, as we see the latest shot go wide of the target from Adebayo. Cracking atmosphere inside this grand old ground. Let's talk about Luton wanting to go to a 25,000 seater stadium as that ball comes in and Morris heads wide. Good header from Carlton Morris. The man who's played in all 4. He's played in all the top 5 divisions in Luton, for Luton, from the Conference all the way up to the Premier League. Well, he almost got the first goal of the season there on the big match. As far as the league programme was concerned, just wide of the target, but it was a good effort nonetheless. Here's Foster, down the other end, looking to get Zion Fleming in behind, the man they've just got from Millwall, pressed at the end last season. Baptiste. Clark. Cohen stops him, and stops him remarkably well. Here's Fleming, and offside is Lyle Foster. I think a very good decision too. Just ran a little bit too early there, but the South African, as you can quite clearly see, is a couple of yards offside if that. And the Luton defence did their job in playing a very good offside trap. And it was nicely done by Rob Edwards' team. Here's Morris down the other end for Luton Town. 0-0. Walters. Good stop by Lucas Perez on debut. So too is Zion Fleming, of course. This man scored in the corresponding fixture. Lyle Foster, but he stopped this time. Here's Walters. 7 minutes to half time, plus injury time, of course. Benson is 3 on the far side if he can reach it, but well, good play again by Doherty, getting in there first. 2 pacey men there, both for Benson and Doherty. Here's Foster now. Big chance for Burnley. 1-0. That'll settle a few nerves in the visitors' camp. Lyle Foster. A lot will be on his shoulders to score the goals that Scott Parker feels that could take them into the Premier League next season. Well, he started on the right foot. And with his right foot, makes it 1-0. Terrific effort. And Burnley have the lead. Four minutes before half-time. That's his first goal of the season. And what a time to get it. Well, it's a setback for Luton, who have been really bright in places in this first half. But really, you can't legislate for goal scoring of that calibre from Lyle Foster. Here's Doherty. Challenged by Roberts. It'll be a throw to Luton. Chong, onside. Esteve was playing him on. The ball played in there towards Morris. Two Burnley players went up against him and won the battle. Here's Foster. And here's Fleming. He's onside. Could this be 2-0 for Burnley? No, Kaminski saves. And Luton, for the moment anyway, as we go into 3 added minutes, are saved by their goalkeeper. Pumped up towards Adebayo. He'll break for Esteve, just hacking it away. Anywhere will do for Burnley at this stage as we go into the third and final minute of the stoppage time at the end of the first half. Anderson. Last play of the match, of the first half anyway. Chong to Clark. Clark now for Luton. Wide of the target, and there goes the half-time whistle in actual fact from the referee. So Burnley with that slender lead given to them by Lyle Foster on 41 minutes. That's the difference between the two sides in this championship encounter. Half-time here at Kenilworth Road. It's Luton 0, Burnley 1. We'll be back with the second half right immediately after this short break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the big match into the start of the second half of this championship encounter between Burnley and Luton. Burnley winning by a goal to 0, and already a foul there on Benson by Chong. Burnley attacking the goal away to my right hand side where the Burnley fans are. And Benson is quite seriously hurt, and Tatif Chong, the former Birmingham player, gets a yellow card. I think referee got that one completely and utterly spot on then. Definite free kick. About a minute into this second half. And Luton have a free kick to defend. Short to Bayer. Bayer going all the way to the area. Doherty was in there. A penalty has been given, I think. Yes, says the referee. It looks on the line. Alfie Doherty has been penalised. It looks like a penalty. Let's clear it up. Oh, it's on the line. Surely that's a penalty. It is, and Lyle Foster now has the opportunity to make it 2-0 now against Kaminski. It is 2-0. Confidently put away. The goalkeeper didn't even move at all. It was that powerful into the net. And Burnley lead Luton Town by 2-0 now. Confident penalty from the South African. That's his second of the season. And with something like 3 minutes of the second half played, Burnley extend their lead to 2-0 and surely now have a firm grip on this championship fixture. 3 minutes of the second half played and it's 2-0 Burnley. And Luton have got it all to do now. Clark to Walters. Back to Clark. Good running by Clark into the area. And Adebayo gets up. And he falls so kindly for Trafford, who collides then with the big bulky Luton striker. And no damage is further done. Here's Foster. Burnley looking rampant now, looking for a third. And they might get it here. Here comes the South African. It's Foster! And a good save, I think, by Kaminski and all of that. So a corner kick. Burnley looking rampant of all the while now. So a corner kick. Pires sends it in to the mixer. Cullen! And a flying save by Kaminski. really was a fine save as well. But to tell you the honest truth, Kaminsky will say it was one for the cameras. Now then, what's the referee given here? Free kick to Luton, presumably for offside. Well, we've had, 10 minutes of the second half played, and Luton find themselves 2 goals down. Rob Edwards must be kicking himself here in frustration, because his team have been more than a match for the Clarets tonight. It just so happens that they've given away stupid mistakes, and he'll be furious about that. But here's Alfie Doherty trying to repay a lot of the damage, but a good challenge again, and it falls nicely for Benson. And Burnley now looking rampant every time they attack. And here's Foster. The break is on. He's got Fleming in the middle, and Fleming bursting the gut to get in there. Cross comes in. Kabrinski fists it, gets away with it. Chong now to Doherty. We've played an hour, and it's 2-0 Burnley. Benson. Oh, nice skill. Lovely skill by Benson. 2 years ago, he was setting championship defences alight with that, putting them on the seat of their pants. But here's Chong now trying to put Burnley on the seat of their pants. Chip forward for Adebayo, who's in behind. Has to go back to Doherty, away from Bayer. Bayer stops him. Brownhill gets it only half away. Baptiste. Chong. No substitutions used as yet. And Adebayo is in here for Luton. No, he's pulled it wide. Now we're going to see a change. Tom Crouch is going to come on for Shanton Baptiste. First change of the night for Rob Everett and for Luton Town. Still remains 2-0 to the Clarets. And a foul there. Looks like a free kick has been given for Burnley as we approach the halfway point of the second half. Stabby to take the free kick. Short to Cohen. Now Brownhill. Benson might just keep this in play. Just fails to there. Win probability 83%, 12% the draw. So not a lot of hope for Luton to get back into this game, according to the stats. But when do stats win football matches? 67 minutes gone. Luton still in at 2-0 down, I'm sure. But with 67 minutes played, anything can still happen. Kraus gets the ball straight away, and that's a good run. Kraus into the area. Good save from Trafford. Kraus again. It's a almighty scramble, and it's knocked away to Benson, who's giving it away in turn, and Kraus again. Kraus still on the edge of the area, strikes it. It comes to Clark. Stopped by Trezor now. Trezor breaking. Oh, good challenge there again. Now Kraus again. He's having a good impact for Luton here. Chong gets it on the far side. Still a good run by Chong. He's going all the way. Chong! Luton are back in it. Chong has made it 2-1 and sets up a grandstand finish here at Kenilworth Road. Well, that's got them believing again. The Luton fans in the crowd, but what a run this was from Chong, away from 3 Burnley defenders, and then an unerring left foot shot from the edge of the area. And Luton all of a sudden, from being 2-0 down, are backing in at 2-1. Rob Edwards knows that that's an important moment in the game. 73 minutes gone. Luton 1, Burnley 2, and now all of a sudden it's Luton attacking after Burnley giving away cheap possession with Morris to Clark. Giving away. Now Trezor. Now Foster. Oh, lovely turn by the South African. Now then, it's Lyle Foster for Burnley. And he probably took too long, and he allowed Kaminski to steady himself and make the save. He should have just run straight in and shot. Instead of which, it could have easily been curtains for Luton. Instead of which, it's still all to play for. And here's Clark with 12 minutes to play, trying to make something play here. Morris has won possession. Danger here for Burnley. Good save by Trafford. And all of a sudden, Luton are turning up the pressure. They only get a throw-in for their efforts, but my word, they're giving themselves a good go now. Clark Look at Doherty 3. Well, he was 3 for a moment anyway. Here's Klaus. And Kraus is in. Kraus. Brilliant. 2-2. What an incredible comeback by Luton. And this is the camera's eye view of the goal scorer shooting for goal and making it 2-2. Brilliant angle to see it from. A new innovation in the programme this season. And this is from a more conventional angle. Just as good. And just as good for Luton fans as well. It's 2-2 now. And a game that Luton seem to be out of are back in it. 2 goals in 9 minutes. 81 minutes on the clock. And Luton Town from 2-0 down are back at 2-2. And Burnley will be, and Lyle Foster in particular, will be kicking themselves, because if that had gone in at the other end, it could have been 3-1 and curtains for Luton, but they kept on plugging away. But wait, here's Ian Fleming. He could win it surely. It's Fleming. 3-2 Burnley. Amazing. Absolutely amazing scenes. And what a way to finish a game of football. A 5-goal thriller. And it's Burnley who lead again at Kenilworth Road. Great finish by Zion Fleming. His Burnley debut. And he may just maybe, and I say maybe as an operative word, could well win Burnley the 3 points. His first of the season, 85 minutes gone, 5 to play plus injury time. Burnley now lead by 3-2 in the most dramatic way you could possibly imagine. Terrific game, and played in a tremendous spirit as well. And here's Doherty. Headed out, and Cohen can get it away. Foster, he's on his way once more. It's Lyle Foster. Foster shoots. Kavinsky just decides to punch it away and take no chances, as Burnley look for a 4th, which would certainly put the game beyond Luton's reach. They have a corner though, and the captain Josh Brownhill the take. So we're coming up towards 88 minutes here at Kenilworth Road. Corner was a disappointment. Cohen deflected, fell nicely for Kavinsky, who took the ball no problem. Final minute of the 90 here at Kenilworth Road. 3-2 Burnley lead. They were 2-0 up. There was a brace from Lyle Foster, and then Gruss, and before that Chong with the replies for Luton. We're into 6 minutes of stoppage time incidentally, and then Fleming breaking it 3-2. But here's Morris, good block, and Morris might get a second bite at the cherry. The ball's running away from him. He'll keep it in by the corner flag, played in, and Trafford did well. We've had 3 of the 6 minutes, and still we play on with Cullen, with Foster. Fleming up ahead, and Fleming is onside. Can Fleming finish it now? No, Kaminski says. Foster can't get on the rebound, and knocked away. We're in the final minute of the 6th. There won't be much time for much else. Kraus, who's had a great effect for Luton, if they are to lose, he's certainly a find of the season, that's for sure. Give it away, and there goes the whistle for the end of the game. Well, Burnley have won it. Hard fought in the end. They went 2 up for a Lyle Foster penalty. He gave them the lead in the first half, remember. A penalty conceded by Alfie Doughty. Then Chong got them back in it after 73 minutes. Then on 81, the equaliser from Gross. And then a late goal from Zion Fleming has won it for the Clarets. The final score here on an eventful afternoon or evening here at Kenilworth Road. It's finished Luton Town 2, Burnley 3, and we'll be back with the tables and the other results after the break. And a warm welcome back to Kenilworth Road, where it's finished Luton 2, Burnley 3, as you can see in that top corner of the screen. A terrific game and a terrific advert for football in the EFL. And we, on the big match, were very, very proud to bring that to you live this afternoon, or this evening rather, as the Burnley fans now start to pile away here at Kenilworth Road. A terrific game of football. We'll bring you the tables. We've got a camera in the Luton Town dressing room. Naturally, disappointment for Rob Edwards and his team, but Scott Parker team were made of strong stuff and very stern stuff as it turned out in the end. But a tremendous game of football, one for the neutral. I'm sure that will have enjoyed all that for sure. So after that was the final game of the weekend in the Championship. Let's see how that affects the league table, shall we? So Burnley are top of the table, as you can see, with 3 points. Leeds are second with 3. Then come Blackburn, Norwich, Sheffield United and Cardiff with also 3 points. A point each for the likes of Millwall, QPR and Watford. And a few other teams down there. Middlesbrough, Sheffield Wednesday, Plymouth, West Brom, Hull, Bristol City, and then the teams with no points. Bottom 3 being Preston, Stoke and Sunderland. Our next game is on Wednesday night. It's the Lancashire derby between Burnley and Preston North End. Hope you can join us for that. Till then, take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.